Hey, how's it going? I'm Chris with PearsonCopy.com, and I'm here to help you make more sales with email for your brand. As a part of my 100 emails in a 100-day challenge, I'm going to be breaking down an email from a brand called Seedsheet. I found this in a Facebook ad. I signed up for the welcome email, and this is the email they send out first. I'm super pumped to look at their email because I think they're doing some great stuff with their copy. There are some things that I would test or maybe even try upgrading or changing to see if it can increase their clicks and their sales. But with that being said, please take out your notes, take out your pen, paper, your notes on your computer. Take some notes while you're listening to this breakdown, so we can get you some insights and some ideas to take back to your brand to use in your email to make more sales. With that being said, I will go ahead and start this breakdown. So we'll start with the subject line, 15% off to start your best gardening experience. Two things. One, you have the code offer right in the email. So people signed up to get their 15% off, which that's what they promised on their form. And they're offering, or they're putting that in the subject line right up front so you can see it in your inbox and say, hey, yep, that's exactly what I signed up for. It's from Seedsheet. And then also they have a CTA for a desired outcome. So start your best gardening experience. Somebody's interested in this product where it's basically a sheet that carries seeds, and it basically you can customize what comes in those sheets and plant it. It's super easy, straightforward way to actually plant your own home garden. So yeah, start your best gardening experience as a CTA into an offer, or sorry, into an outcome that people actually want who are looking at buying this or buying something like it. So I think the subject line does great. A lot of the emails I've broken down so far on my channel, they do have the 15% off or the code inside or some kind of code offer, the discount offer in the subject line directly, which is interesting because that type of stuff, 50% off, free. Certain words will actually trigger email filters and push those emails to the promo tab or even the spam folder based on what's in the subject line and or preview text. So that's something to keep in mind too, is if you're getting a lot of promo or spam folder deliveries, change your subject lines and potentially start asking your new subscribers to whitelist your email and see if you can get out of that. So anyway, with that being said, let's go to from email from name. Cam, founder CEO, which I think is great. Having this come from an actual person helps a ton when it comes to opens and getting to click into the email. Their email is hello@seedsheets.com. I think that's great too. Hello works just fine. It could be Cam at Seedsheets, but hello works if there is a general use. I would go all the way with the first name, from name from email, first name, and the first name at domain.com. So I think Seedsheets doing great so far. I think those little few tweaks with the subject line and the from name from email could potentially help. Let's go ahead and move down the email. We've got the logo, again, logo and brand name, Seedsheet, real straightforward, real clean, gets out of the way. Next, we have a feature of buying from Seedsheet, which is free shipping on orders over $99. Free shipping on orders over a certain amount. Typically, that one way that helps is it can help increase your AOV over time. So if you got an AOV of roughly $80, and you want to bump that up to $90, $100, and you can say, hey, free shipping on orders over $100, and people will start buying up to that point. That increases your AOV over time and also can increase your ability to cover your front end ad spend if you're not break even, if you're in the negative. If you're at break even, you want to make some more money, add some kind of offer like this on the front end for free shipping or some kind of extra offer and say, hey, you got to spend X number of dollars to get it. And that'll help increase AOV over time as people buy into your brand, into your products. Next, we have the header section here. These seeds grow perfectly together. And then the code offer discount. Again, the main thing, I clicked on a button. Okay, we're back. The main thing here is you have your benefit of these seeds grow perfectly together. One of the bigger objections that somebody could have potentially, and I'm no expert in the gardening growth markets when it comes to this, but seeds that are planted near one another could be hostile toward one another. They could cause issues. The roots could grow underground and kill the other plants that are around it. I've heard of that happening. I don't know if that's a real thing, but that could be an objection they're addressing here. Is like, hey, these seeds grow perfectly together, and this is why. And we want to let you know that that's the case. They could be just being creative and saying, hey, they grow perfectly together in harmony because they're part of the Seedsheet brand. So either way, I think this fits and it addresses objection if that was the intention. And then again, your discount code offer right here. And then, so yeah, moving down, grab your garden and start planting. So here's a CTA, use code FRESH15. That's their code. And so that's just an initial CTA, right? So you have free shipping, they grow together, and then your CTA. So the first CTA is within a scroll, if not just at the bottom of the first fold for the email. Next section, we have our seed selection contains over 80 varieties of vegetables, leafy greens, leafy green and edible flower seeds. So there's your feature. It's a collection of 80 varieties, and they're all organic and non-GMO too. So that's also a feature. What I'm not seeing in this first paragraph is the benefit or the dimensionalization or what that means or why that matters to the customer. So you have 80 varieties. Cool. Why? So what? Tell me why. This is where I think Seedsheet could increase or make their copy better, or just add a little more oomph to it. Is they have the two features here, but they don't explain why that matters to the customer and offer the benefit of we have 80 varieties, so you can plant the exact perfect garden that you've imagined for the last however many months. They're all organic and non-GMO too, which means they're healthy, safe, and you can literally eat them right out of the ground. All you have to do is rinse them off at the sink, and they're ready to go for dinner. That right there is a benefit plus some dimensionalization as well. So that right here, this first paragraph, I think does a great job at mentioning the features, but we could add some benefit and dimensionalization to just add a little more to it and bring the customer in. So next here, with a wide assortment of seeds, back to that main feature, it's so located. Take your time in choosing which ones will go into every pod. So they're addressing a hurdle here of like, I don't know which one to choose. It's going to take me a while to pick which ones I want. That's totally fine. That's the main objection that was in the header too. So I think they're staying on theme, on brand here with this. If you're open to suggestions, here are 4 delicious, versatile, and nutritious plants you might want to include in your home garden. So yeah, the objection of I'm great. I want to buy the seed sheet thing, but I don't know which ones to choose because you have 80 varieties. So that is something that I think their Seedsheet has made a cognizant attempt to address. Is we have 80 varieties. I don't know which one to choose, and they might be getting that from customers when they're buying, or that might be the reason why they're not buying. Is like, I don't know which ones to choose. Which one should I choose? And they go into addressing that objection and saying, hey, get some salad mixed lettuce, get some Napoli carrots, spinach greens, mini sweet bell peppers. And so they try to remove that objection because it looks like it's a big hurdle just from the copy that people have. It's like, hey, there's 80 varieties, but I don't know which one to choose. So with that being said, I think they're doing a great job with the copy of just addressing that main objection. Again, there's not a whole lot of benefit or dimensionalization when it comes to these products. I think that could help the copy a lot when it comes to click-throughs and sales. So next section, we have the 4 suggested vegetables: salad mix, carrots, spinach greens, and mini sweet bell peppers. The one thing here, I think this is great. You have suggestions to address that big objection of I don't know which one to choose. But the other thing here that I saw that was kind of hidden, I don't know if they intentionally did this, but it looks like they did. They address, for each of these vegetables, they have a main like compulsion or buying trigger or buying driver. And I'll go through them real quick just to list them. So for salad, they have easy to grow and pick. So ease of use, right? And then they have the carrots, which are fast growing. So easy and fast have been mentioned. And then spinach, better. So this is a better protein than better protein than the soggy supermarket spinach, right? So you have easy, fast, better. And then mini sweet bell peppers, grow your cute and tasty orange, red, and yellow peppers, fill them with goat cheese, and you'll snack your way to the Finer Things Club in no time. And convenience, the convenience of a snack right out of your garden. So let's go over that again. Fast, easy, better, and convenient. So convenient and easy are pretty close, but convenient is more of like access. Easy is more of like function or being able to do something, right? And so that's something I noticed with this email is they cover 4 main drivers or main compulsions on why people would buy. And ideally what you usually focus on one per email, and that's your main one. So the big objection up here was, I don't know which ones to choose. If you pick these 4, they're fast, easy, better, and convenient to choose. So I think that sales argument, that combo right there between the objection at the top or the main point they're making and the fast, easy, better, and convenient supporting arguments because of these vegetables, or these vegetables are that. It makes it really, really compelling to click and say, okay, yeah, these are the first 4 I'm going to get. You made this easy. I don't have to pick it from 80. I will just pick these 4. So yeah, that's being addressed really well. And then let's see. Yep. And then we get past that section and goes into another CTA. So explore seed selection now. So they're revisiting the CTA saying, hey, now that you know which 4, go explore it, go get what you want, go see the entire seed selection, see if there's anything else you want. There's a mix. You can mix and match with fruits and veggies, herbs, and you can mix and match them until you've had the most delicious combo that you can think of or that you can imagine. So yeah, they address the objection, but then they also go back into pick a handful of the 80 and make that your seed sheet. They address the discount code again and say design your garden. Now, something here that is interesting is up here. Oops, keep hitting buttons. Grab your garden and start planning, right? So that's like a design CTA, right? And then here they have see the entire seed selection. So let's go pick all the seeds. You just looked at this fruit and veggie setup, and So they're saying, hey, look at the other seeds we have. And then they go back to design your garden. So the CTA here throughout is a little bit different for different reasons why they would buy because of the objection. I don't know which one to choose. So that's something to pay attention to. Is typically you want to have one idea, one concept, one hook. Then you have the subject line that focuses on one point you want to make, and then you make that point with your sales argument throughout the entire email. Something Seedsheet is doing here is going at this argument of I don't know which one to choose, or this objection I don't want which one to choose. They're making the argument that we have 80 varieties. Here's the 4 we would suggest. Here's a seed selection in case you want to pick other ones, and then design your garden because of that. They're addressing that objection in different ways to see if they can get a click. I would suggest picking one and going into the one objection, one argument to address that, and then make multiple emails to address that objection in multiple angles. If that objection is if that's a big hurdle that people have to climb or get over to actually buy from the variety of 80. So that's just another way you could do these emails and test out. Because one, if you have the one objection, you have 5 different sales argument responses. You can figure out which one is the most gets the most response and the most sales, and use that up front as opposed to trying to guess every time somebody comes through with just one email and see which one they click. Also, the emails will be more focused. People will actually have a better idea of what you're actually selling them and why, as opposed to bumping around these CTAs and trying to use different versions to get people into the same action. So there's some thoughts there. Let's keep on moving. So here's the pre-footer or the feature section that most brands have. So you have Seedsheet, take control of your food. Looks like their tagline. Wear your sustainability on your rolled up sleeves, plant your benefits, nurture your values, and feed your family delicious, healthy food. So this is like a feature benefit stack. And they're getting a little creative, clever here with how they say how you planting and designing your garden actually means connects to your principles and values, which I think is really great. I think there could be a little bit more work and more massaging on this to make it real for the customer, as opposed to just making statements about it. Is like actually bring them in emotionally and paint that image and put that image in their head as to what this actually means. So otherwise, I think it's a great email so far. And then finally, the two last sections, your feature section, smart design, made in the US, organic, inclusive kits. Those are all features which derive benefits, which you could talk on in each individual email you send after this. You can just talk about smart designs. You can talk about made in the US. You can talk about organic and GMO free and what that means. And then inclusive kits, what does that mean as well? That's 4 emails right there that you can talk a feature benefit and lay out a sales argument to address an objection of some kind. And then last 2 pieces. Here we have the info@seedsheet.com email, which is different if you look at the actual from email, because this from email is hello at. I'm assuming their reply, if you reply to this, it goes to info. It doesn't go to the hello. If it does, then I would potentially update this and make it the same email as the from email. And then finally, your typical footer information, which kind of got cut off here. But yeah, so that's a breakdown of Seedsheet's email here. This is a welcome email. I believe this is the first email you get, maybe the second or third in a welcome series. But yeah, I hope this breakdown has helped. I hope you've gained some insights, you've taken some notes, and you can take that back to your brand to help make more sales with email. If you want to see my other breakdowns, I'm working on 100 emails and a 100-day challenge as of the recording of this video. So go check those out and see if you can pull some more insights to make more sales. In the meantime, I hope that helped, and I will talk to you later.